Good Monday morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on News 12 this morning. I'm excited to introduce once again Tabi Upton with Moody Radio Chattanooga. Thanks so much for being here, Tabi.
I love being here, so thanks so much for inviting me back.
So I had the privilege of speaking with you on Let's Chat earlier last week, a little bit about a women's conference that you're hosting, and not just a women's conference, but a Besties BFF conference. What can you tell me about that?
Okay, so we know that we have so many women's conferences available to us in the United States, right? Women gather for business and all types of things, but I have not often seen a conference that's based on friendship.
Yeah.
And we're living in one of the loneliest times in our nation, and people want to connect with each other face to face.
Yes.
And so we thought, why don't we do a conference about that, where we can talk about these things and be with other women, meet women, and come with our friends as well.
Yeah, that is so neat. And so that's really, I think, something that I'd asked you earlier last week of like, what sets this sort of conference apart? And you just mentioned it right there, of that it is more about women of all ages. Is there a sort of age requirement for this conference, or how would people go about getting the information for that?
Well, there's no age requirement. It's for women of all ages and stages. So we have young women coming. We have women who may be just in the fullness of being a mom and being with their families. And then we also have women who are retired, and maybe they're at a new time of their life, and they want to make friends for that season as well.
It really is something that I think we mentioned earlier too, of that it's some of these lifelong friends that you're able to take with you to a conference like this, but then also the opportunity to meet some new people, because sometimes it's hard to network, it's sometimes hard to make new friends in adulthood, and getting the chance to do that with women that you might have a lot in common with is so spectacular. Tell me again about the people that are going to be at this event, including like the keynote speaker and the music and everything that's going to be available at this event.
Okay, so Becky Harling is our keynote speaker, and she actually lives in Colorado. She's flying out to be with us, and she is an author and a speaker. She has traveled the world with her husband. They have nonprofits in other places, but she also has a powerful story. She grew up with some level of abuse, and yet she can share that with joy because of what God's done in her life. So she teaches people to get through those hard times, and she's just written a book about having deeper connections in a lonely world.
That is amazing. This event truly is going to be something that is for everyone, and I really think many women can take a lot from this event and really apply it to their own lives. Tell me again, you said any woman can come, I'm assuming. It's not an age requirement. Are there friend rates for people who want to take their groups of friends?
Please come with your group. We have group rates for you. We have a special add-on that we'll be telling you about. And Babby Mason, also I wanted to mention her. She's going to be leading us in worship. So there's lots of people who have listened to her music. She's a singer-songwriter, and they've listened to her through the decades, and they're coming for her as well. So I have friends who are coming that I've known my whole life, and I have friends that I've just invited, that I've just met.
That is so spectacular. So before we wrap up, tell me again, we both have a little bit of sorry here, courtesy of our beautiful director, prop enthusiast, Semenya Jones. So thank you for bringing that, Semenya. But tell me again, so we have another as well, a fashion show as well, or it's a quote-unquote fashion show, but you said it's going to be more of like an interactive thing. So tell me about that.
Okay, so it is called the Far East Fashion Show. It's an add-on for you for Friday night, and it's an opportunity to learn about women in India who may be caught in human trafficking. But you're going to step into her sari, which is the traditional cloth of India. You're going to step into her life, learn about the culture, and find out how you can partner with this nonprofit that helps bring women out of trafficking. So it's a way to be friends across the seas, basically, with another woman.
And that really is cool to be able to show style, fashion, something that I think as women really links us all together, but to show how we can all be different and obviously still work together, support each other, even if they're across the globe. So thank you again for being here, Tabi. Remind me one more time where people can go visit online for ticketing information or just for the latest details.
Okay, you can go to moodyradio.org/Chattanooga, and you can even text BFF to 423-629-8900.
Thank you so much for being here. And tell me again where they can watch Tom and Tabi.
Okay, so we're on radio. You can pick us up at the same place on live, moodyradio.org/Chattanooga 88.9 FM.
Thank you so much. Well, we'll be right back with more News 12 this morning coming up after this. For more information, you can go visit their website and our website at WDEF.com. News 12 this morning continues right after this.